guys, it's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review, and today we're taking a look at WWE Mattel Legends Series 18. We have Hulk Hogan. This is exclusive to Target, so this is the only place you're going to find this line. They're starting to hit your stores now. I was lucky enough to finally find this one. This is one I really was looking forward to. Obviously, I love Hulk Hogan. His WCW debut, he's got the tie-dye shirt. It's not rippable in the front. WCW bandana. This is a long time coming. Even the wristbands are like exclusive to WCW, and it's very similar to his Bash at the Beach attire. The shirt is a little different, so there is some variations. I know a lot of people thought this was the Bash at the Beach, but it is not. It's based off of his debut. I think it's a little bit of a mishmash, kind of how Mattel likes to mix it up, but the figure looks great, and it's the first Legends Hulk Hogan that we are getting from Mattel, so I absolutely love the artwork. You have the kind of the WCW look of Hogan here, and it's just the box of the Legends line just is so iconic to me. And again, this is the first Hogan we're getting, so I definitely will be picking up multiples, especially one to keep in box. But you can see the accessories he comes with. You get a bunch of interchangeable hands. You get the WCW Hulkster weight belt, which we've seen plenty of times before. Again, you get the claw shirt, the wristbands, and the bandana. I feel like with Hogan, they really go all out with these accessories. And you can see this is very similar to the Hall of Fame figure we got from Target maybe 10 years ago. And we'll definitely bring that figure in for some comparisons. The tights are a little different. You got some more deco here on the side. The boots are definitely different and even a different shade. And for the first time, well, not the first time, but versus the Hall of Fame figure, they had painted on wristbands. You will see now we got the actual kind of like molded wristbands on. So I'm very excited to get it out of the box. But looking at the figure in the packaging, again, you get the image of Hogan with the Legends line. Hulk Hogan here at the bottom. Elite Collection. Flipping on the side, you get the awesome larger image of Hogan with the Legends logo. On the other side, same image. The Elite Collection on the other side. On the back, you got the read-up and the other figures in the wave. I do have Paul Heyman. I do plan on doing a review on him. I think I'm going to skip on Fatu and Samu for now. I did see them in my local stores, but I feel like the Legends lines have been clearance. And for guys I'm not 100% sold on, I'm going to hold off. But on that note, let's get Hogan out of the box and see what he's all about. The Hulkster is finally in the Legends line, and this figure comes stacked with accessories. So as far as hands go, you get a set of mic-holding hands. Additionally, a must for Hogan's, you get a set of open hands from do his cup to the ear or the bow and arrow pose. Additionally, the figure does come with 2 sets of fisted hands for him to hit the double bicep pose. And you get more. So you get this weight belt. And yes, I will say this every video until it happens. I did it with a torso, so hopefully this will get us to that weight belt. I want a weight belt with a buckle. This is the same weight belt that we have been getting since the debut Hulkster. This is the same weight belt that we got with the Hall of Fame Hogan. So if you look at the new Legends Rhythm and Blues Greg Valentine, you'll notice there's like a cover over it. It's not quite a buckle, but there's a cover molded on his belt. So like, what the hell? Can we get this taken care of already? I get tooling budget and I get all this stuff that we've been hearing, but it's long overdue, man. These Hulksters are close to perfect. Just give us a weight belt with a buckle. But that's my end of my rant. Additionally, you do get the Hulkster t-shirt here with a tie-dye with a WCW logo here. This looks really nice. And for the first time in a long time, we are getting a Hogan shirt. That is not terrible. Tearaway in the front. You get the tear here or the Velcro in the back. I really appreciate that. You know, I feel like I like the tearaway shirts, but sometimes you just want a shirt with no rip in the front. I feel like it was so hard to line up with the Velcro. So finally you get one here. It's a nice soft material. Love the tie-dye. Really does pop. It's just something different. Screams 90s, right? Same with the bandana. For the first time, we're getting a WCW Hogan bandana. It's got the red with the Hogan logo. I really do like how it looks. First time in the Mattel line for sure. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting the crowdfunder WCW Hogan. So we'll definitely do a fix-up with an Ultimate, see how that looks with all those accessories. And yeah, he does have the smaller torso, and I was a huge advocate to get that changed and complaining and venting in a lot of my videos. But I will say, if there was ever an era that warranted this torso, it's probably this era. The 93, 94 era, Hogan was really, really lean. And I think this is, maybe it's not perfect, but with these smaller legs here, you'll see the smaller crotch piece and the smaller legs. This definitely does fit the era, if you ask me. You will see there's no overhang, because generally they've been throwing this torso on the defining moments, Hogan lower body or the other elites, and they just didn't sit right. For this era, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to complain. I'm debating whether to do an Ultimate fix-up to have a Hollywood Hogan torso swapped in this lower body. But to be determined. I don't know if it's really needed. Like I said, I think I'm going to try to slow down a little on the fix-ups because they do get costly getting all those parts, piecing them together. And I can't crack torso, so I'm always sending it out to a buddy to take care of, and that's extra cost with shipping. But again, this torso I think does fit. We are actually getting a new head scan here with Hulk. So this skin tone does match Hollywood Hogan. I know some people are okay with it. I'm not like, I was never really like, oh man, Hogan needs to be more tan. I was okay with it. Then we got the tanner hot dog skin with the Amazon and the Ultimate 13, and that kind of changed the game a little bit. So now we're going to get an updated skin tone for the next set of Hogan's from his 94-ish era after. But he does have, the same skin tone as Hollywood Hogan. You will notice the head scan is different, more of a smiling scan. Seems to use the same base of the hair that we've gone with the Hall of Fame Hogan. Same sculpt, got the same pieces here on the top. Even these unpainted strands of hair on the top of his head. I know it's kind of hard to see, but different facial expression. He does have the green eyes, and it looks like True effects to me. I mean, I don't know. I feel like generally with a Hall of Fame figure, if you guys remember, they were painted on eyebrows, and those brown eyebrows would drive me nuts because they used to just, the paint would come off so easily, and I am a huge stickler for missing eyebrow paint. It used to drive me nuts. So this looks to be nice and clean for the most part here. He does have the traditional mustache. Additionally, he does have some wristbands. I'll do my best here to kind of capture this on camera. I know it's going to be a little difficult, but these are WCW inspired wristbands. They are actually a smaller shape than the Amazon Fan Takeover, which was the first Hogan to come with these kind of molded wristbands, like kind of similar to John Cena. So you will see it does say WCW on there. Same on this one here. I think it says Hogan. Yeah, it does. It says Hogan and WCW, so it looks really nice. This really takes the figure to another level, if you ask me. Just overall looks really great. Moving on to his tights. So again, similar to the Bash at the Beach attire, if you guys wanted to remove the shirt and kind of have him come out with these tights, I'm pretty sure that they are similar. I don't know if the boots are technically a little taller, but this would definitely be passable. He does have the Hulkster here on the side, which he wore a lot during that era. Same on the other side, got the yellow going down. That is the difference between this and the Hall of Fame figure. It's the same mold, except that had all red from WrestleMania 9 and that plastic shirt. Man, I just feel like so much better with this era. You can see the boots are a little bit of a different design than the Hall of Fame figure. We will definitely run some comparisons. Kind of a darker shade of yellow here. Got the black on the bottom with the red design. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with this Hogan for sure. And jumping into comparisons, on the right we have the Hall of Fame Hulk Hogan, which is a very similar formula to this newest Legends figure. You will see the differences right off the bat. We were getting plastic shirts. I did actually add this cross necklace. I had quite a few extras, so I feel like that will complete the look. But again, we were getting plastic shirts versus this nice cloth shirt. The bandana is the same mold, but again, you can see the difference with the design versus the Hulkamania. And Hogan here from his WCW debut versus WrestleMania 9. Look at the wristbands. Look what we were getting before. It was just painted on yellow. And this, I remember popping really hard. I was like, oh, it even has Hulkamania on there. Look how much Mattel has stepped to the game. Now we're getting molded plastic wristbands with the WCW logo on there versus the Hulkamania. The double jointed arms. Again, you can see on the side of the tights, there is no Hulkster design, which this is accurate to the actual attire he wore, but this is how he kind of changed up later down the road. See the difference in the mold of the boots? I actually are the same mold, but they were painted a little different, and it's a different color of yellow. Same black on the bottom. Looks really good, man. Just absolutely loving this Hulkster. Again, the weight belts are the same. You can see the difference in the head scan, kind of similar expression, but I feel like it definitely does capture more of a WCW-esque look, if you ask me. I don't know if that's even possible, but if you love Hulk Hogan enough as much as I do, you kind of get what I'm saying here. And again, the torsos are the same. They do both have the same torso. You will see height-wise, they do stand the same as well. All in all, it definitely shows how far Mattel has come over the last 10+ years. And if you wanted to see an Ultimate Edition comparison, yes, the Ultimate is definitely taller than the Elite. That's always been the case. But you will see the difference in the torso size as how the Ultimate looks versus the skinnier version here. So if you did want to do a swap, that is definitely something you can do because the skin tones do match. And if you were curious to see, the head does fit on the Ultimate torso pretty well. Again, so I'm debating whether to get this taken care of or not as far as an Ultimate Edition upgrade for this Elite. I will say the head actually, it is not loose, but it is a little bit of that no-neck syndrome, and it does kind of pop off the neck peg a little bit. The other, the Elite body, let me show you real quick, does have a lot taller of a peg. So you will notice that right off the bat if you guys were planning on doing an Ultimate fix-up. Also, the shirt is a little tight on that Ultimate torso. Obviously, the Elite is a lot thinner and leaner, so it doesn't look bad, but if you look in the back, it doesn't close as cleanly as you would like. But again, for you guys who like Ultimate fix-ups, it's definitely something you can do here. For your next set of comparisons, I have a few different custom Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan figures I put together based on his kind of WCW early run. So on the left, this is an Ultimate Edition Series 13 body. The shirt is from Threadhead, and I threw on the Amazon Fan Takeover head here on the left. On the right, this is another custom I put together, which is very similar to the attire we have here. I kind of wanted to make a Bash at the Beach Ultimate Hulk Hogan. So the weight belts are the same. They both have the Hulkster on there. I did remove the logos, if you can see the red here. That is on the side of the Fan Takeover bandana and kind of just go with a straight yellow to kind of give it a different look. So this bandana is different from the Bash at the Beach. The newest, Ultimate Hulk Hogan that was supposed to come with a Nitro ring actually had the bandana from the Bash at the Beach event. It had Hogan, but it wasn't filled in. So this attire is not going to be exactly accurate to your Bash at the Beach Hulk Hogan. Neither is this, but again, something very similar. He does have the thicker legs. You guys notice that size? I do like that a little bit more. Obviously, he's a little bigger, but just a different stature, and I really do like the look of this fix-up. Hopefully, we can get something similar to this down the road. And I wanted to compare the wristbands because obviously I'm such a huge Hogan mark. You can see on the very right here, that is the Hall of Fame figure. It was just painted on with the Hulkamania. The front figure here is the Amazon Fan Takeover Ultimate. You can see how much bigger it is than the WCW one here on the Legends. Even the size of it and the detailing to it. It looks like a smaller wristband. And I don't know. These are the little things that I feel like put the Mattel figures over the top when they add little details like this. And here's another one. So we have the Amazon Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan here on the left versus the newest Legends Hulk Hogan on the right. Obviously, the skin tone, you can see the very difference in the orange tan versus the kind of lighter tan here on the Legends. Now, these are supposed to be based on the same era. This is like 92, 93-ish. This is kind of like 94 WCW run. So you can see, again, the Ultimate size is a little taller. But what I really wanted to do, again, we were supposed to get this with the Nitro stage, which I don't know if that's coming or not. That's kind of in the air right now. But you do have some accessories to make a WCW Hogan. So if you guys want to see what the Ultimate Edition figure looked like with the Legends gear, you can definitely make your perfect Ultimate Edition WCW Hulk Hogan here. All the accessories do look great. Throw on a World Heavyweight Championship belt. Removing that, you can see what the shirt looks like underneath. And I'll be honest, the shirt is a little snug, but it's not too bad. I was able to really kind of close it a little cleaner than I did on the previous segment with the Hollywood Ultimate, but looks really good. I definitely plan on picking up an extra to do this fix-up alone. The Fan Takeover Ultimate is still available on Amazon, so if you do want to do this, you can go grab that and the Legends figure. And if we never see that Ultimate Edition Hogan from the Nitro stage, here's kind of your consolation prize. And before we finish up this video with some final thoughts on this Legends Hulk Hogan figure, if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. With your support, I can continue to grow this channel and pump out even more content for you guys. So make sure to turn on those notification bells if you want to stay tuned for the latest and greatest WWE reviews here on YouTube. As far as this Legends Hulk Hogan figure goes, I really like it. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I love Hulk Hogan, so I'm going to like most of his figures. And unlike the people who are complaining enough with Hulk Hogan, keep pumping them out because they're selling. Because I've been trying to track down a few extras and they went quick within my area, and I have quite a few targets. So keep pumping them out. I will keep buying them. They're just fun figures. He's so iconic. You know, when you have like a guy like a Spider-Man or a Batman in other universes, or an Iron Man, Captain America, that's Hulk Hogan. So obviously you're going to see a lot of his figures made by Mattel. They sell. He's popular. And there are some different unique looks, just like this debut WCW figure here. I love the tie-dye. The shirt is different. The bandana is different. The head scan, I mean, it's not the best likeness, but it's still pretty good. Obviously, it's not perfect. It's got the smaller torso, but this is one of the few figures that I'm okay with it. The arms still look great, fills it out. There's good rotation around the arms. It's not like they were using those big ball joints on the small torso where you couldn't get any articulation. I do like the added change to the wristbands. I think that looks really good. If there are any gripes, I'm going to continue to say it. I don't like these weight belts. I really want them to fix it. When I went to the Mattel Influencer event, I did mention it. it is something that is being discussed. I didn't get a clear, definitive answer, but I think in time that will change. But for now, we're kind of stuck with these ugly-ass weight belts. And you know what? If you want to throw on the World Heavyweight Championship belt, the cross necklace, I feel like it really will complete this figure. And then again, it is very fun. I'm sure we're going to get the Bash at the Beach version soon enough. It only makes sense, right? There's only so many more looks left, and that's one that really was really important for wrestling history. And with that Monday Night Wars line coming soon, we're going to be getting a lot of fun figures. So I definitely do recommend it. Again, this is a Target exclusive. Go there to grab it. These eventually will be plentiful. I hope they actually do clearance these even out, because I will buy them out. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more great figure content. Until the next one, thanks so much for checking it out, guys.